Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's Anna, and if you're here, you're probably looking for the five things that I've learned about the curly girl method while I've been doing the curly girl method these past 4 months. Because everybody has their own perspective and everybody takes bits and pieces of this method that was created by or advertised and branded by Lorraine Massey, who is an absolute intelligent woman that has taught so many millions of us probably how to embrace our curls. So I wanted to come here and give my insight and my 2 cents on the things that I've learned about the curly girl method for you just starting your journey, or for you still trying to learn the ropes, which I am. I feel like I'm always going to be learning my ropes around this method and about getting to know my hair. A lot of it has been restored just by caring for it, something that I was not doing. And now I finally decided that I'm gonna make time. But if you want to know my 5 tips, please keep watching. Time is you're not making the time or allocating the appropriate amount of time. And that brings me to one really important thing that I didn't include in the 5, which is make time. Make time for what's going on up here so that you're happier about what's going on up here. Number 1, there's a misconception that you need to spend a lot of money on products, and that's not true. The curly girl method is actually about buying the correct products, the products that are free of sulfates, free of silicones, parabens, alcohols, things that are gonna dry your hair out, mask the moisture in your hair, not allow the moisture in your hair, and things that are going to strip your hair of its natural oils and moisture. Buying the correct products, they don't necessarily need to be the most expensive products. Do we have our favorite products, and sometimes are they the most high-end products? Well, yes, and the reason why is because those companies spend a lot of money doing research on hair types. Of course, it's going to cater and treat your hair probably better. With that being said, I've been product testing since I started 4.5 months ago, and let me tell you something, inexpensive products, they work as well. They work really well because of the technique of what you're using. It's not about the price tag, especially in the beginning. I definitely recommend going slow, not like what I did. I literally have boxes and boxes of products because I went crazy. I'm still going crazy. I am a product junkie, and I also love reviewing products. So it's fun too to like learn what your hair likes and what it doesn't. But in the beginning, just go for the inexpensive products so that you don't spend a ton of money on the expensive ones and they may not work as well for you. That's tip number 1. Number 2, water. You're going to, water's your friend. Water is how you moisturize your hair. And if you're anything like me, starting the curly girl method, my hair was absolutely starved. I said water, moisture, and application. You apply the products, the correct products, into your hair soaking wet. And then your hair will suck up all that moisture and it won't be starved full of frizz, because frizz is basically hair that is starved for moisture, or a curl wanting to happen is what Lorraine Massey says. Brilliant woman. Since I started styling my hair soaking wet with enough product, I never looked back. Just so you can have an idea, this is what I used to do. I used to wash my hair, and when I wanted to wear it curly, which was very rare, I was always blow drying my hair. I washed my hair. I was like, well, I want to soak it with product, so I'm not going to put it in soaking wet hair. I want it to be almost a little dry so that the product can get in easier and moisturize. That's wrong. Like, what was I thinking? No. My hair always got frizzy and I didn't understand why. It was not taking in the moisture, because you need water to absorb the moisture from the products. So I was doing it wrong all along. The way you get the moisture out of your hair, which is the water, I was doing that wrong too. I used to wrap it up on a felt towel, you know, the bath towels. Those soak up literally all the moisture in your hair. So that's the first thing you gotta ditch. You gotta ditch the towel, and you gotta use either a cotton t-shirt just like this, or paper towels, or a microfiber towel that's not gonna soak away all of the moisture in your hair. Products just to remove excess water so your hair will dry a little faster. Use a cotton t-shirt, please. Number 3, deep condition. It actually piggybacks on what I was just talking about, which is moisture. you need a good deep conditioner, or a deep conditioner that you will use with little recipes, homemade recipes that you can add to a deep conditioner. I feel like that warrants another video. So I will be posting about different things that I like to use as a deep conditioner. If you follow me on Instagram, which I have a couple, for curls, which I post nearly daily, and I do a lot of stories on how I deep condition. So you want to follow that one. That's at Anna Sandy, which is just my name. But the key here is to deep condition every time you cleanse your hair, or every time you wash your hair. So I do that, and I highly recommend it. I feel like if I would have done that prior to my curly girl technique days, my hair would have been in such better shape. It wasn't. It was very sad, and I will post some pictures here, and you can also see my other videos.
This right here is what put me over the edge to start the curly girl method.
You can see my #1 video, or my #1 curly hair video, which was my first Diva cut, exactly the way my ends were, and best decision I ever made. And I'll leave the link below if you want to get to that video to see how my hair actually was 3 months ago before I got a Diva cut. #4, don't be afraid to use product. That was me in the beginning too. I was like, oh my god, that sounds like a lot of product. Like, everybody tells you your hair will tell you how much you need, but you don't know what the heck does that even mean at the beginning? I don't know. I was like, is this enough gel? And it was like a blob of gel, and I was like, this looks like a lot. It reminds me of middle school when I started ruining my hair, and I used a lot of gel. Gel's probably bad for you, which it's not. I learned it's amazing for you. It's your ally, and you need to just learn how to use it. So I actually have my favorite hair routine, which is my Diva Curl routine, that I will also link below here so that you can see how I style my hair. That's what's going on here. I did, this is day 2 hair. I styled my hair yesterday, deep conditioned of course, and I'll show you the products that I used. Don't be afraid to use product. It's okay if your hair is like drenched in product and it even looks white and you're like, holy crap, this is a lot of product. It's okay. Your hair will soak up that product if it really needs it. So you will learn. It's give and take. It is a trial and error process. You'll know what weighs your hair down, what porosity hair you have. This is all foreign to you if you're new to the curly girl method, but a lot of our hair is porous, meaning that the cuticles, the actual like inside the cellular level, our cuticles are either all open, which means high porosity, and it's going to take in all the moisture, probably too much, more than it needs, because it is starved for moisture. If it's closed, it doesn't mean it doesn't need moisture, but it means that the cuticles are closed, so it's harder for the water or the moisture to get inside the cuticle. So there's just different products and different techniques that you use for different hair porosities. If you use the products correctly, your wash day is gonna last longer. Right now I'm going like between day 4 and 5, which means that I really only use a massive amount of products like once a week. And I deep condition every time, and I use plenty of product. Let me tell you, I got over that real quick. And my last point is don't be lazy, which I think I mentioned in the beginning of the video. When it's wash day, you, in your head, you say it's wash day. I want to spend at least a good hour, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours taking care of this. Pick a day, tell your boyfriend, I'm not going on a date because it's wash day. Tell your mom you can't go shopping with her. I don't know what you're gonna do with your kid. Or she just usually runs around me in circles when I'm doing my deep conditioning and stuff, which is fine, but you need to make time for you. If you want to take this seriously, this curly girl method, you can't be lazy. You know, you have to read ingredients in the bottles that you're buying to make sure it is free of sulfate, of parabens, of alcohol, of silicones. Like, those things are all not going to work for your hair. They're not going to let the moisture in your hair. They're going to strip the moisture of your hair away. Why would you want to do that? You're done with that, okay? You're done with that. Just let your hair get to where it needs to be before you explore other products. Really get into the technique. It's kind of fun once you get into it. You can do your hair in the shower. A lot of people do. Or if you get out of the shower, don't dry your hair. Use the products on sopping wet hair. Don't be afraid to scrub. I do this all day. Flip it one side, flip it the other side, upside down. Whatever you have to do, you will learn what the techniques are that work for your hair. I will help you. You can always message me, ask me. Believe it or not, this is a community, and I had no idea there was a curly hair community, but here we are, and I'm deep, elbows deep into it, and because I love it. I feel like I finally found my niche. When you get empowered to embrace your hair as it comes, you feel so much better. It's raining outside, I'm all like, in the rain, like let it rain, you know, I don't care anymore. My baby has curly hair, so I know learn how to treat her hair. I want her to see me loving my hair, so she loves her hair. So there's not that cycle of loathing or self. Part of that not being lazy is allowing your hair to dry. So either air dry, or if your hair takes like 5 to 6 hours to dry like mine, and I usually wash it at night, I will either diffuse or I will sit under a hooded dryer, you know, kind of like the one that mom and grandma had in the 90s, in the 80s, in the 70s, or whatever year. I remember sitting under a hooded dryer with a head full of rollers for straightening purposes or to form perfect curls. Well, now I sit under a hooded dryer if I'm washing my hair and it's suddenly like 10 o'clock at night and I gotta go to sleep because I gotta wake up in the morning for work, but I don't want to sleep on my head, wet hair, you know, I just don't like to do. So I sit under a hooded dryer for 25 to 30 minutes and then my hair's dry, most of it. You know, obviously the best thing is to air dry and prevent heat. So always at low heat, because that's another biggie, you guys. So this is included in don't be lazy. Don't be lazy and don't use heat, high heat on your hair, because heat will damage your strands. It will mechanically change the way your curls look. That's what we use with straightening, right? Mechanical damage from the brush, and then the heat damage, which is the reason why my hair here has a lot of a harder time curling. And that's why I put up that video about flexi rods. So I made a tutorial of that I use flexi rods. This right here is natural. I did not do the flexi rods. If I had done the flexi rods today, you would see a really beautiful curl pattern, which I will do every now and then. I'm so excited to put out this video for you because I feel like when I started the curly girl method, I had no freaking clue what I was doing. And I was just like obsessed with watching videos and I still had no clue. So it is trial and error. Like, you are hearing me talk to you, but you don't know what's gonna work for your hair and what's not. So that's it, I guess. I hope I didn't miss anything, which I probably did because there's so much involved in this curly girl method. This may warrant a video number 2 and I might have to do that, in which case please leave me comments below letting me know if you have any questions, anything I didn't cover, anything that sounds unclear, because I would love to answer those questions for you. I really hope you enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a like. Subscribe to our channel. I do post healthy recipes and a lot of more curly hair than I thought I would, but I'm so passionate about this and I will keep sharing videos with you. So yes, please subscribe. Ring the bell. Every time I post, you will get notified and it'll be great because we're here together and we're here for each other. Thank you so much for watching. It's so great that you're watching because that's what fuels me to make more videos for you. Instagram is Anna Sandy. It's just my name. And if you want the food too, come follow Colorful Foodie. Don't forget to follow the blog as well. I am going to type all of this out and make it a blog post for you. It's colorfulfoodie.com. Again, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed.